If you've ever experienced feel my wrath. In the midst of the GameStop feud, does Ken Griffin of Citadel or Gabe Plotkin of Melvin Capital, named after his grandpa, or Vlad of Robin Hood say, hey, I'm gonna take a vacation? No, they don't. We were not prepared for this. Hey friends, if you're watching this and you're from Texas, hope you're well, hope you're safe. Right now, as you can hear, hopefully this isn't too distracting, but there's a big ass there's a big fan blowing in the living room. There's some water damage in the walls, there were some pipes that burst. We were without water for quite some time, like 11 days. I'll show you, I tried to document every single day. Show you in a second. So they've cut open part of the wall. They're just blowing air in to keep things dry. But yeah, I hope you guys are safe. Last week, honestly, was just so nuts. And by the time I finish editing this, it might be a little later. So for background, if you didn't see, millions of Americans, like I think 4 or 5 million of us, didn't have power and electricity for several days here because of the winter storm. So we're experiencing power outages at a time where honestly, like, we probably needed electricity the most. And it's ironic because we are the energy capital of the country, of the world, maybe? No, I wouldn't say that, actually. But we didn't have the power we needed during the severe weather. And we're not going to get political in this video. Really just want to highlight the week from my perspective. Have to say, first and foremost, like, super grateful, all things considered. I think, like many of you, right after Valentine's Day, the next morning, power went out, water went out. We actually didn't have power or water for like a full week. Let me see when I got some text messages. So starting February 15th, overnight, didn't have power or water. Oh, actually February 24th, I'm not going to show you my apartment complex, but February 24th, 8 a.m. is when Austin Electricity popped in to start making accommodations. I'll give a little more backstory in a second, but I say this like very, very fortunate despite all things. I said that backwards. Despite all things, very fortunate, very grateful. Reading the news, like a lot of people had it way, way worse. So if that's one of you, hopefully you're doing okay. Now, before people get crazy and say, boo-hoo, Texans, you're a bunch of crybabies, like this guy, please consider this. Our houses are not insulated for weather like this. Our pipes aren't insulated for weather like this. Our streets aren't salted, maintained. There's not a large fleet of snow plows. And although our power grid should be, we were not prepared for this. But once again, let's not get political with this. So when this was going down, day one, we're all looking, scrambling for answers and for resources. Right, a day and a half into this storm, this crisis, our governor pinned the blame on wind turbines. And this was kind of the first scapegoat that I saw, in my opinion.
Sean, this shows how the Green New Deal would be a deadly deal for the United States of America. Texas is blessed with multiple sources of energy, such as natural gas and oil and nuclear. But you saw from what Trace said, and that is our wind and our solar got shut down, and they were collectively more than 10% of our power grid. And that thrust Texas into a situation where it was lacking power in a statewide basis. That was power that was spread out by that ERCOT organization that you were talking about. As a result, it just shows that fossil fuel is necessary for the state of Texas as well as other states to make sure that we'll be able to heat our homes in the wintertime and cool our homes in the summertime.
That's real convenient. Right now, I mean, there's a battle for green energy versus existing fossil fuels. Then pops up ERCOT, Electric Reliability Council of Texas. Most of us in Texas probably didn't even know about ERCOT, myself included. We've never really had a reason necessarily to know of its existence, but here we are. So this makes ERCOT scapegoat number 2. And our governor started to kind of forcibly have ERCOT board members resign. So who's to blame here? Is it the utility companies? Is it the utility commissioners? Is it the governor? Is it a legislative issue? What is it? I don't have all the answers. This is not my field. Let me know what you think below, because we have severe polarizing weather. We have really, really hot summers, and we do get blackouts occasionally from winter storms. Should we have known this was going to happen? Did all data point to this blackout happening? So, later in the week, this gets even better. Scapegoat number 3. Our state's junior senator, Ted Cruz, flew to Cancun. But you know what? He's such a great guy. Take a look. Look at him here. When millions of Texans were facing food and water shortages, he made a small mistake. And now he's redeemed himself for abandoning his constituents by handing out water bottles and using his constituents for a crisis photo op. The way I look at it is, if let's say your company is in hot water and you're a CEO or you're one of the board members or you're a C-suite executive and above. Your company is in hot water. Do you just take a vacation? In the midst of the GameStop feud, does Ken Griffin of Citadel or Gabe Plotkin of Melvin Capital, named after his grandpa, or Vlad of Robin Hood, say, hey, I'm gonna take a vacation? No, they don't. So Ted Cruz, thank you for your compassion, your humanity, and your willingness to serve us. So a lot happened, but let me be clear. Our biggest threat is not losing power or electricity. It's actually the Californians coming to Texas. So hide your tech jobs, hide your cheap land, but most importantly, hide your damn guns. But all jokes aside, here's what this crazy week and unprecedented winter storm looked like from just one man's perspective. Glad it's over, very thankful, love you guys, hope you're safe. So here we are, day 1. We just celebrated Valentine's Day the previous night, and look, the girls are having an amazing time. This is the most snow they've ever seen, and look at how powdery it is. Come on. Good girls. Oh, okay. No! They're eating snow. Lucy's tearing up the rug.
Hey.
Here's some fun clips of some of our neighbors who have all-wheel drive, making the best of the situation, towing their kids around. Here's us playing in the snow. Look how deep this is. Surprisingly, quite a bit of snow.
No. Let's go.
Feel my wrath. The safety water pipe exploded, so this entire place flooded, and then they turned off our water. So now we're going to go pick up some snow to flush the toilet, to bathe in, and cook with. But we're not going to work out today because we can't shower. So here we're boiling some snow. Wow. Let's come to this. So this is nuts, because I don't think anybody here has experienced ice to this level. And I remember when I first moved to the Midwest, I had seen one of these, what I called a contraption at the time. I didn't know what it was, and it was an ice scraper. So we actually had a couple of these, and we're hooking up neighbors with ice scrapers. It's cool because everyone kind of banded together during this time. Just that one. It's crazy. If you've ever experienced we're gonna go drop off some food, blankets and stuff to some coworkers and friends, but we'll see how this works. So at this point, water's been turned off. for 2 days. I haven't showered. We also don't have water, and it's not safe to drive, but we need water. So we head out to Target, and I didn't take any footage, but this is basically what all the shelves look like. Everything was empty, and I even saw people rock, paper, scissoring for water bottles. And I felt like that was a very humane way to approach it, but that's crazy. You don't realize how important water is until you don't have it. Hey, welcome. Let me show you my crib. Well, the winter storm continues. Here's the haul. So we've been collecting ice so that we could flush the toilet. Oh.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yay.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Welcome to our new home for the next 30 minutes. So as you saw from the last clip, we haven't had running water all week. They had to turn it off because the pipes were busted and frozen. So we were put on a wait list to use a vacant apartment to shower. And this is it. This is the one. I'm gonna show you guys. Well, this is nice. This is big. Cool. Really puts things in perspective, to be honest. We were talking about how, like, if you don't have your essentials, like power and water, a lot of people don't have both. You can't even like focus on work, school work, whatever it is. So this is a relief. For the toilet, we've been collecting ice to flush it, and we've been like boiling water in this cooler that I've just found places to collect at for like washing your hair and washing your face and whatnot. But this shower is gonna be really nice. Hope you guys are doing well. Just trying to capture this whole moment. The winter storm has been a little crazy. Crazy! Yeah. That shower was amazing. How's your shower?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And now, it's time. I spy. Are you amused?
Uh-huh.
So we've been running back and forth from the apartment you just saw with this cooler to try to get water to boil so that we could have some drinking water, because now we have a boil warning, and also to fill up the bathtub and the toilet. Welcome to my crib.
Didn't we just fill the toilet?
No. So this is the toilet. You're going to take a look. So I'm going to fill up the bathtub. Whatever I've left, I'm going to put in there. Oh, and also we've learned that toilets, this tank or whatever you want to call it, has way more water, needs way more water than we ever anticipated. How many gallons would you say? Like 2 gallons every time?
Pour it in and see.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2. This is about 2 gallons. Is it flushing? Oh, is that it? That was all? That was 2 gallons of water.
And it didn't. Well, I guess it's enough to flush.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. Alright. Now we're gonna go back maybe 1-2 more times, fill up the bathtub as much as we can. We're not sure if the apartment complex. Yeah. Not sure if the apartment complex, if we're able to get the vacant apartment again tomorrow, being on the wait list. So we're gonna get as much water as we can today. We'll see. Go. Bye. Okay. Well, welcome to our new home. Another home. Well, the sun is out today. Unfortunately, we still don't have water, so we are in another apartment.
Beautiful 1-bedroom. Renovated. Nest. thermostat.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this very beautiful light that I don't have in my apartment.
Wow.
Walk-in closet. Built-in shelves.
All for the price of? Actually, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Light. Bathroom. But yeah, this is what we're working with. Super grateful to the apartment complex. They really don't have to do this. But until we get water, we're just gonna keep bumming it out. Let me show you the porch view. This is actually really nice. We're just trying to make the best of what we have at the moment. Trying to find joy in the small things. Zoomed in so close. Oh, howdy, neighbor. Oh. Sorry. Thanks.
You dummy.
Well, that was awkward. She kind of came out of nowhere.
We did it.
We did it. We have survived. The snow's melting. Hopefully the pipes and water situation gets fixed. But it's been fun. Won't want to do again. After 3 tries.
Yay. It's working. Look how close I got.
Thank you. Yeah, because the cord wasn't long enough, so we had to get pretty close. So now that the roads are good, there's no more ice and snow, we go back to my apartment and I have to throw away everything in the fridge because I have to throw all away our food, all of our perishables, because they've gone bad. So here's where things start to get interesting, right? We're already more than a week out, still no water. The CTEH. What does CTEH stand for?
Center for Toxicology and Environmental Health.
Which is a third-party environmental consulting firm, comes in to take in all the damage that has been done and then provide those insights to like a restoration company to come fix. So this wall is just entirely effed, filled with water, potentially gonna have mold pretty shortly here. Okay, today's 25th and we have exciting news. First of all, take a look at this. Not exposing you.
Is it messy?
Well, we haven't been able to wash them.
It looks messy.
So we haven't had water since last Monday or Tuesday. It's been a week and 3 or 4 days, but come here. Oh.
Water.
So we haven't really been able to shower. I haven't showered today. It's already almost 6 p.m.
Water.
Instead of check if it gets hot.
It does.
Okay, cool.
Water!
Water! Let's go turn on all the waters. And let's flush the toilet.
No.
Water! Lucy. Lucy. Water! Thank you. Okay. We can let this go, yeah? Oh! Lucy! Get out! We've been storing water in here.
Are you sure we have water? It's not gonna go out?
I don't know. I hate washing dishes, but this is nice. It's the small things. Yay! No more need for that. But this concludes what started as a very fun snowy day and turned into a nightmare very fast. Snowmageddon, Snowvid, Snowpocalypse, Icepocalypse, whatever you name it. Peace. Don't have to deal with you anymore. Like most disasters or economic distress, the middle of lockdown, the middle of pandemic, then you add the winter storm. These kind of things affect everyone completely different. Economically, it affects you differently. Mentally, it affects you differently. Many people had power and water the entire time. Some people had neither. Some people didn't even have shelter, and that's brutal. Now that we're on the other side, I hope you're doing well. Personally, I have a lot to be grateful for. These kind of experiences really bring things into perspective. When you don't have basic necessities like food, water, shelter, nothing else matters. Everything else seems very small, nominal, and unimportant. So hope you're doing well, hope you're safe, hope you're healthy. Love you guys. Peace.
Woohoo! Yes, we got it!